Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Muy buenas tardes, damas y caballeros. I'm Ana Maria Rodriguez, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. The UTPA faculty, university administrators, university staff, and the community of UTPA graduates welcomes you, our guests, to the UTPA Fall 2010 Evening Commencement Ceremony, honoring the graduates from the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the College of Health Sciences and Human Services, and the College of Science and Mathematics. Will everyone please rise for the singing of our national anthem led by UTPA's Men's Quartet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, gentlemen, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. It is a moving way to begin our evening ceremony. We also extend our gratitude to the UTPA Brass Choir under the direction of Dr. Scott Reeder for the wonderful music they are providing. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure and privilege to introduce the members of the stage party, whom I will ask to stand and be recognized. I ask that you hold your applause until all the members of the stage party have been recognized. Mr. Martin Baylor, Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Magdalena Hinojosa, Associate Vice President and Dean of Admissions and Enrollment Services. Mr. Bob Lim, Vice President for Information Technology. Ms. Janice Odom, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Ala Kubaj, Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Dr. Cynthia Brown, Vice Provost for Graduate Studies. Dr. Wendy Lawrence Fowler, Vice Provost for Research and Sponsored Projects. Dr. David Allen, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Bruce Reed, Dean, College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Dr. John Trant, Dean, College of Science and Mathematics. Mr. Mark Haymer, CEO, Haymer Enterprises, our guest speaker. Mr. Jose Joey Gonzalez, Jr., UTPA Alumni Association. Mr. Tomas Iznaga, Alumni Association. And the announcer for this evening ceremony is Mr. Anil Canales, reporter and producer for the City of McAllen's Cable Network, Channel 12. Last but not least, I have the honor of introducing to you UTPA's 8th president and our leader, Dr. Robert S. Nelson. He comes to us with a distinguished career in educational leadership and community service. Dr. Nelson is a literature and philosophy scholar, experienced administrator, award-winning professor, published writer, and author. He earned his PhD from the Committee on Social Thought at the University of Chicago. His PhD fields of specialization are modern literature, modern philosophy, and modern political theory. Please help me welcome the President of the University of Texas Pan American, Dr. Robert S. Nelson.
No. If I may, I want to deviate from this script for just a moment. I have been on the job for a year. Ana Maria Rodriguez has worked for me and has sacrificed and has done amazing things for you students out there. She is dedicated to this university. She is the heart and soul of this university, and I am very, very grateful and very privileged to work with her. Good evening, muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a nuestra universidad y a nuestra familia, porque somos familia aquí in UT Pan Am. Friends and family, today is a day where you can take great pride in what these students have done and what they've been able to accomplish in the last few years. It's been a struggle, but they've succeeded, just like the alumni that came before them have succeeded. Graduates, I want you to know that others have paved the way so that you could be here tonight. Others have steadfastly moved forward, believing that knowledge is power, believing that they could make a difference, that they could change things. UPTPA alumni like forensic scientist Joe Marchand, or Raytheon engineer Lisbeth Trevino, or our own Congressman Ruben Hinojosa, or our own Texas State Senator Juan Chuy Hinojosa, or cardiac surgeon Dr. Robert Feltman. And all of you know about actor Valente Rodriguez. Great people have walked this walk that you will walk tonight. People who have dedicated themselves and have gone out and made a difference in this nation, in this valley, and in this world. They were like you. They had to work jobs. They had to struggle with exams. They raised families. Many of them had to overcome financial problems. They sacrificed, just like you sacrificed it. And they were rewarded like you will be rewarded. My hope is that you will go forth and rise to the expectation and the responsibilities that are placed upon you by this graduation ceremony. And like our other alumni, I hope that you will contribute to your community, to the valley, to the state, to wherever you are. Today, we graduate 1,400 students. Only 25% of the people in the valley have a bachelor's degree. You, graduates, change that today. You bring the knowledge and the power that is going to transform this valley and make it reach everything that it needs to reach. One student, and you have to forgive me if I get emotional. One student today will receive his degree posthumously. Victor Alvarez. He was an artist, he was a writer, a motivational speaker, and a Bill Gates Millennium Scholar. Some of you know that when I came to the university, I decided that I wanted to get to know the students. So I lived in the dormitory for the first month. And in that dormitory, I got to know Victor Alvarez. And I got to talk to him, and I got to share a hot dog with him at one night. I was very fortunate. Those of you who knew Victor knew that he was an amazing person. He had amazing energy. He was out there, his brilliance, his desire for knowledge. And if you know his story, you'll even be more amazed. I know about his struggle. It's touched me. All of his life, Victor suffered from spinal muscular atrophy, a disease that causes the muscles to deteriorate. You in the health will know about that disease, and you'll know what it will do to someone. And it confined him to a wheelchair. When he was just 9 years old, the doctors told him he was going to die. And his birth mother took him to a comfort home where he could die. And she left him there. It was a home for the terminally ill. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. He couldn't even hardly understand any English. And amid the dead and the dying, Victor found life. He was nurtured by the nurses, and nurses, please hear this. He was nurtured by the nurses, by the patients, by the caretakers, and he found a mother there. And in an earlier ceremony today, that mother walked for him. What he learned was that his mind could take him where his body could not go. He learned the power of the mind. And you have spent the last 4 years, 6 years, even more, doing the same thing, learning the power of the mind. He changed literally thousands of lives. You are his legacy. You must change lives just as he changed lives. You must reach out and you must touch others. I don't care whether you're an engineer and you build something that is marvelous. I don't care whether you're a scientist and you invent something that changes the world. Just do it. Be that agents of change. He once said that he wanted to teach at UT Pan Am. He wanted to get his PhD. I challenge some of you, go get your PhD, get your doctorate, come back, teach here. We need you. Come back and be with us. In a speech that he gave to the Texas Council of Special Education Administrators, he said the following: "We are like stars. Some of us live to grow old. Some of us die young. What matters is that we shine brightly every day of our lives." Victor Alvarez died at age 23. He should have graduated today with a double degree in general studies and history. He would have graduated with honors with a 3.7. He burned brightly. It is my charge to you to burn as brightly as he burned. Today we had some dreams broken. Tomorrow we must bring new dreams. And we must dream big. And we must be a bright torch in South Texas, a bright torch that everyone will look and see. I don't think that we sometimes know how fantastic the University of Texas Pan American is. We don't know how much we've reached out and changed the world. I don't think we applaud ourselves in as many ways as we can. Do you realize that since the war in Afghanistan and Iraq happened, 1,600 of our students have gone abroad and been part of that war and come back and graduated from this institution. 1,600. And today, 29 will graduate, 7 of them in this ceremony. Will the 7 veterans please rise so that we may acknowledge you? We, the University of Texas Pan American, salute you. I personally salute you for the courage you have and for the perseverance that you have, that you came back to get your degrees. You will burn brightly. You will be stars, just like everyone here will be stars. We have one of our own stars tonight to give the commencement speech. His name is Mr. William Carl Haymer. I know him as Bill. He is someone who has dedicated himself to the university, to the engineering department in particular, and is on the engineering advisory board. He is the owner of Haymer Enterprises, and a lot of you have probably not heard of Haymer Enterprises. It's one of the most important software companies in the United States. Los Angeles County runs on his software. The city county of San Francisco, city and county, also run on there. San Diego County, Travis County, Dallas County, all on software that is being done here in the Valley. Bill graduated from here in 1974 from Pan Am. His wife, Jody, who works with him, graduated from here at Pan Am. And his son, Cody, graduated from here at Pan Am. Bill Haymer could take this company anywhere he wants to take this company, but he has chosen to keep it in the Valley because that's where he's from. He is a friend of the university, a great friend of mine, and I'm very grateful to ask him to please come to the stand as one of our fellow Bronx.
Well, good evening, class of 2010. Are you ready to take this decade by storm? Let's go, Bronx. Wow, I am very honored and humbled to be the speaker tonight. Isn't it an awesome feeling to be sitting in those seats about to receive your degrees? And parents, relatives, and friends, what do you think of the graduating class of 2010? I know you are proud and excited to share this moment with them. Well, I can tell you that 36 years ago, when I graduated from Pan American University with a BBA in accounting, it was an inspiring moment in my life. Like many of you here tonight, I was the first person in my family to get a college degree. You are an elite group of people who have strived to be educated, who have the desire to capture for your families the best opportunity this country has to offer. You are truly blessed, and I believe each of you will leave your mark on the Rio Grande Valley, the great state of Texas, and our nation. I'm a cut-to-the-chase kind of guy, So tonight I have just two things to share. I'm asking you to do more than just listen, because if you implement them into your lives, you will succeed, as your success is defined by you. The first piece of wisdom that is important is for you to define your personal motto. A person who does not know themselves will have a hard time plotting their course through life. They could end up letting others and circumstances set their direction. My wife, who is a graduate of UTPA with a BA in communications, taught her college students in Bible study, don't be the cork, be the lighthouse. You don't want to be lost in the sea of life, letting the waves toss you in all directions. It is far better to be a lighthouse with a solid foundation, lighting the way for others. My motto is something that grew out of my desire to create something bigger than myself and to remind me to foster the visionary inside of me. So, if you never take a chance, you never win a prize, became my beacon. This driving force has helped me to step out in faith, bolster my confidence, and use my gifts and talents to reach my goals. You cannot sit around waiting and wishing good things into your life. You must reach out and grab them. I worked the last 2 years in college at a CPA accounting firm, and I believe in working while you're in school. It teaches you to manage your time and to respect money as a tool. I realized I had my own ideas about how a business should be run, how employees and customers should be treated. And at the age of 23, I started my own company, Haymer Enterprises. It began as a computerized accounting firm back when hardly anyone in the Valley had computers. Reflect back with me to 1975, and you'll quickly realize that PCs, much less iPads and smartphones, hadn't even been thought of yet. Another obstacle was the fact that my family had been in the retail business for years and thought I should follow that path. So there I was, with a new wife, an old house, you know, those fixer-uppers that need a lot of work. Not my wife, the house. And a dream. It was a scary choice, a chance to reach for the prize. And I won't kid you, it was challenging, stressful, a test every minute of my commitment, work ethic, and dedication. But today, 35 years later, it is a national software company handling public sector customers like the County of Los Angeles, the City County of San Francisco, the County of Monroe, New York, customers in Alaska, Hawaii, Florida, here in our great state of Texas, and even running in Travis County, Austin, Texas, where our state capital is located. Every day, I take a chance to try to win the prize. We are a small company going up against huge, publicly held companies, some of which are in the Fortune 500, to try to win business. Things in my prize column are great employees, good and loyal customers, and my best asset, an incredible COO and business partner. My wife of 36 years, Jody. 3 months prior to receiving my college degree, I had the privilege of marrying her. She was a cheerleader for this university, and she's been my cheerleader every day since. We've been business partners from day one, and we've worked side by side each day. We've been asked many times how we've managed to stay married and be business partners, and each time the story's the same. She has her building, and I have mine. She runs her divisions, and I run mine. But the real story, why we are still married, is because she lives out her personal motto: strive for excellence. She created the regional magazine for South Texas, Successful Attitudes, and was its editor for 10 years. She's run her own marketing firm, Mythmakers, for over 15 years. And she strives in excellence in business, as a wife, a mother, a friend, and in her personal character growth. Another prize in my life is my son, Cody. Some of the professors in this auditorium know him well because he too graduated from UTPA with a BS degree in electrical engineering just 8 years ago. I remember taking pizza to the engineering building at midnight many times as he worked on his senior design project. Well, at least that's what he told us he was doing. And now, as I recall the day, I sat as a parent in the university field house and watched him walk onto the court, then up on the stage to receive his degree. I was the proudest parent in the place. At least I thought so. Cody has always felt more secure with directions and a focused path. He would think about what he wanted and then work hard to get there, and he never gave up. That evolved into his personal motto: a goal setter is destined for fine dreams, but a goal achiever creates his own reality. Cody set goals to make straight A's, to be a good athlete, to be the best actor in UIL, sing in a band, be a NASA National Scholar. Then in college, he set more goals: to be in student government, reactivate the Fellowship of Christian Athletes on-campus organization, and get a good job where they would respect his ethics and pay for continued education. The recruiters from Lockheed Martin offered him a great job as an electrical engineer on the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. He worked for them 7 years, and during that time he received his master's degree from TCU in business management and is now the regional director for Haymer Enterprises, running the company's Fort Worth office, and I can tell you, he's still setting goals. The second piece of wisdom I have for you is you must cherish what I call life moments. If you do this one thing, then all the rest of the hard work, struggles, trials, even the successes will seem hollow. For just like the trials in life that build your character, embracing the details of these special times in your life create the joy that allows you to keep the attitude it takes to survive, to thrive, and really understand that age-old question, why am I really here? I treasure the great moments in my life. They are priceless. They motivate me. They keep me true. They are hidden away, protected in my private world. Moments like riding my first bike, earning my first merit badge, saving money from shining shoes so I could buy my parents a gift, driving for the first time, marrying my best friend, having a son, opening our first office, helping employee families grow, and having a company that we believe makes a difference. Remember I told you we develop software? Well, our customers are state and local governments. Our goal is to create products that engage citizens like you, which help you take an active role in government and not just sit on the sidelines. Our products involve e-commerce, property taxes, criminal justice, and voter registration. An example of my business life moments started with a vision to be able to create a societal transformation with our solutions. We knew we would have to commit our time and resources to try to do something no one had ever done before. And trust me when I tell you, That was taking a chance. Our goal was to engage new technology and innovation to create a database-driven website that would allow the sight impaired to utilize information in a powerful way. All governments are supposed to be 508 compliant. Few are, and over 90% of the private sector doesn't even try to be due to the cost. Our campaign slogan, going beyond compliance. And here it comes, the life moment. When the premiere of this product took place, elected officials from all over the state arrived. Hundreds of citizens were present, many of which were blind with seeing eye dogs and white canes. There were television cameras, news reporters, magazine editors, as well as representatives from the American Association for the Blind. During our presentation, we invited a teacher from the world-renowned Institute for the Blind to be a guest speaker. To our surprise, when she showed up, she was also blind and had spent 5 years at that institute teaching computer classes to blind children from all over the world. When she spoke, you could hear a complete hush come over the audience. She detailed her experience about how blind people in the past have had to give up their independence and privacy most of their life, but that now with the internet, there was an opportunity for them to take those back. To be able to bank, shop, learn, communicate, and even conduct business from the safety of their homes or their offices. The longer she spoke, the more tears I shed. She spoke about the frustration of having the internet at her fingertips, but not being able to trust it because the software is being created for sighted people and did not take into consideration the obstacles of the sight impaired. She told several stories about getting on the internet and trying to do her banking, only to find out at the end of an hour-long struggle she had hit a dead end or did not know what happened, whether or not she had transferred the money out of her account or to whose account she might have transferred it to. That gives a whole new meaning to that printed statement at the end of the transaction, but printed statements don't do much for blind people. Then she began to talk about our product, the one that took over 18 months to build, where we had invited the blind to participate in testing and used cutting-edge voice-activated readers that focused on the basics for smooth usability. She spoke about her favorite part was being able to register to vote, find out where to vote, request a ballot, and become an engaged citizen, taking back her independence and privacy. So there it was, the chance that was so worth the prize, the life moment. The product went on to receive an industry award from IBM where our company logo was 2 stories tall in Las Vegas, and then a national honor where we had the privilege of being invited to Washington, D.C. to be among 350 worldwide companies who were receiving honors for utilizing technology to benefit humanity. What a moment. Every detail, down to our names in the program book, along with many incredible companies who had also committed to a vision of be more and do more. There are no words to describe the value of cherishing life moments, and I'm having one right now. Here speaking to you, telling you how my family, 3 UTPA graduates, have used the education that this great university provided us as the foundation and springboard to our future. How coupling that education with our personal mottos and life moments has combined to create a synergy that is bigger than any individual. Haymer Enterprises provides careers for many, financial security for families, and good products for the industry. Last Friday, at our annual corporate dinner, the company's year-end brief said that 2011 is not a year to be timid and tremble. It is a year to be bold and aggressive, to defeat the negativity that seems to be sweeping our country, and for each of us to stand guard over the company and everyone in it. You know, we've answered our company phone for the last 20 years by saying, "It's a great day at Haymer Enterprises." It's our corporate motto. As a member of the UTPA Engineering Advisory Council for the past 12 years, I can tell you that this administration, each of the deans, assistant deans, administrators, and most of all, your professors, have taken the time to create that kind of foundation for each of you. I commend them for a job well done. I pray they will see firsthand how your education is used to further you, your families, and our society. In closing, I wish God's blessings on each of you. I invite you to define your own individual mottos, and that every day will find you living them out. But before I leave, here is my motto for this elite group. The class of 2010, destined for special life moments.
Thank you, Mr. Haymer, for such an inspiring message. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees to be conferred this evening. We will present the candidates for degrees by academic unit. One of the most gratifying parts of presenting candidates for the bachelor's degree is the recognition of undergraduate students whose academic work at the University of Texas Pan American has been outstanding. Students with grade point averages of 3.9 to 4.0 graduate summa cum laude with highest honors. Those with 3.7 to 3.89 graduate magna cum laude with high honors. Those with 3.5 to 3.69 graduate cum laude with honors. Will all the students graduating this evening with summa cum laude please stand and remain standing? Summa cum laude graduates, please stand. Will all the students graduating magna cum laude please stand and remain standing? Will all the students graduating cum laude please stand and remain standing? Please join me in recognizing the outstanding achievements of these students with a round of applause. Congratulations. Please be seated. Each student who has graduated or has achieved these grade point averages will be recognized individually as they are awarded their degree. We will now present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. David Allen, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, will come forward and present the candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, the College of Engineering was founded on September 1 of 2010. Therefore, I welcome you tonight to the inaugural graduation of students in the College of Engineering and Computer Science at UT Pan American. The word engineer comes from the Latin meaning ingenuity. Engineers are ingenious. Engineers change the world. I'm honored to present to you tonight this engineering class engineers who will go forth and change this valley and the world. It's my privilege now to introduce the following students that have written a thesis as part of their graduate programs. I ask that they stand and be recognized. Eleazar Marquez, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Raja Sekar Reddy Gad, Department of Electrical Engineering. Awesome. Bertha Alicia Gonzalez, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Will all the master's candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these candidates for master's degrees as recommended by our faculty. Will the master's candidates please be seated? Will all the bachelor's candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these bachelor's candidates as recommended by our faculty. Please remain standing. Will the candidates for master's degrees please join the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science and rise? Once again, please. Yes, thank you. Dr. Rodriguez, it's a privilege and an honor to present these candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Those who stand before you, who've completed all their academic requirements, have been recommended by our faculty and are entitled to receive their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Allen. Candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science, you are acknowledged. Please be seated. Dr. Bruce Reed, Dean of the College of Health Sciences and Human Services, will present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. I also welcome everyone to this celebration because a graduation is first and foremost a celebration. I'm grateful to be part of it. I'm grateful to be able to represent all the faculty and staff in the College of Health Sciences. This is the fun part of our jobs. Congratulations to the graduates, to your families for all of the sacrifices you made, which were many, to be able to be here today and join this elite group of college graduates. Specifically to the college graduates of Health Sciences and Human Services, these people are vitally involved in all of our lives. When you and your family need health care and health prevention services, social services and mental health counseling, it is these graduates who will be there as primary care professionals. We're proud of all of our graduates, of course, but there's a special group here today. We're graduating our first master's levels PA graduates. And I've had the privilege of being around them, and they're a boisterous lot, and they should be. We're graduating 34 master's PAs, and after they've passed their license and exams, they're going to have a major impact in the healthcare of our community, and we're very proud of you. Here's a very brief graduation quote for you, and that is that there's a good reason that these ceremonies are called commencement exercises. Graduation is not an end, it is a beginning. And with that in mind, I ask each of you receiving a bachelor's degree to think about earning a master's. Now, you may need a break after the grueling activities you've been through, but continue to set your sights higher. Those of you earning a master's degree, as Dr. Nelson said before, we need you in the Valley to go on and get your PhD and doctorate degrees and be the next generation of faculty, researchers, and administrators. None of us are very young up on this stage, and we need you to help us. And last, I would like to say, graduates in health sciences and human services, Remember the important role that you play in helping others, and always be proud of the profession that you have chosen. Will all of the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these master's candidates as recommended by our faculty. Will the master's candidates please be seated? And now will the bachelor's candidates for degrees please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these bachelor's candidates as recommended by our faculty. Please remain standing while the candidates for master's degrees join you in standing. Dr. Rodriguez, it is our privilege and honor to present these candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Those who stand before you, who have completed all academic requirements, have been recommended by our faculty and are entitled to receive their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. Candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services, you are acknowledged. Please be seated. Dr. John Trant, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, will present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. At this time, I'd like to actually take a few moments to speak to the students, particularly my students, particularly the students that are soon to be the very first graduates from our brand new College of Science and Mathematics. Now, after all the hugs and kisses and tears of joy, I ask that you take a few moments to reflect upon the accomplishment that you've achieved and that we honor you today. I'll also ask you to think about the hard work that your family has put in for you to get to this point. The reason is you are their future. You're the future for all of us. You will serve as a role model for the generation next to come. I ask you to accept this responsibility with enthusiasm and live it every day. I ask you to inspire someone every day. I ask you to expect more from yourself every day. I ask you to earn it over and over again every day. Dr. Rodriguez, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce the following students that have written a thesis as part of their graduate program. I ask that each individual stand and be recognized as I call their name. Fritzy J. Into, Department of Biology. Eurita Patricia Parada Di Grandi, Department of Chemistry. Luis Canales, Department of Chemistry. Will all the candidates for master's degree in the College of Science and Mathematics please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these master candidates as recommended by our faculty. Will the master students please be seated? Now, will the bachelor's of candidates for degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics please rise? Dr. Rodriguez, I present to you these bachelor candidates as recommended by our faculty. Please remain standing. Will the candidates for the master's degree join the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics, and please rise. Dr. Rodriguez, it is a pleasure and an honor to present these candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics. Those who stand before you, who have completed all academic requirements, who have been recommended by our faculty, and are entitled to receive their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Trant. Candidates for the master's and bachelor's degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics, you are acknowledged. Please remain standing. Will all the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees from all the colleges please rise? Dr. Nelson, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas Pan American, I am privileged to present these candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees. Each candidate, in the best judgment of our faculty and subject to final confirmation, has completed all the requirements of his or her degree. I recommend that the appropriate degrees be awarded at this time.
This is the best part of my job. By the power vested in me by the state of Texas and the University of Texas System Board of Regents, upon the recommendation of our faculty, and subject to final confirmation and completion of degree requirements, I hereby award these candidates their respective master's and bachelor's degrees, along with the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Master's and bachelor's candidates, please come forward and receive your degrees.
Graduates, please be seated as the commencement officers on the floor prepare to bring you on stage. Thank you. As part of our strong partnership with our local media organizations, we are privileged to have Mr. Neil Canales, reporter and producer for the City of McAllen's cable network, Channel 12, and a UTPA alumnus, as a professional announcer this evening. Thank you, Mr. Canales, for contributing your time for this event.
The following are candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. The candidates for a Master of... Go ahead. Okay. The candidates for a Master of Science are Eric D. Delgado, Elio A. Garcia, Juan Manuel Nava Gaspar, Michelle M. Quiros, Francisco Vizcarra. The candidates for a Master of Science in Engineering are Jacqueline M. Austin, Shivanagara Batula, Bertha Alicia Gonzalez, Eleazar Marquez, Varhika Ravella, Vanessa Reina, Pradip Kumar Suri, Faron Torres. Ricardo Torres. Sateprida Vempala. The candidates for a Master of Science in Information Technology are Peng Lu, Samuel Morin Jr., Angela Kwanzaa, The following are candidates for degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. The candidates for a Master of Physician Assistant Studies are Bianca Acosta, Sahar Alisi, Juan Anzaldúa, Kimberly Brooks Barnett, Daniel Barron, Jesus Barron, Melinda Kreider Barrow, Alessandra Cardenas Davis, Jesus Angel Garcia, Nancy Garcia, Victoria V. Gomez, Cassandra May Guzman, Brian L. Hambrick, Samuel Iglesias, Sindhu Henry Kuntara, Jessica Leal Porras, Kimberly Marie Martinez, Lorena Y. Medina, Joanna L. Mendiola Castañeda, Lindsay L. Moorhead, Selena Oribe Garcia, Melissa Michelle Partida, Amy Patel, Amy Stella Rangel, Maria Jaragui Rios, Nicole Saladino, Elizabeth Ann Salinas, Concepcion Sanchez, Katie Lynn Schmitz, Monica Lisa Shoemaker, Jaime Luis Silva, Viola Gade Shudhir, Miguel A. Tamez, Philip David Taylor, Lara Mohammed Torres, Angelica Ruby Urbina, Courtney Alicia Van Fleet. Candidates for a Master of Science are Abraham Aguilar, Norma Renee Carnero, Don B. Christensen, Dina Diane Davila, Donna Haylock de la Garza. Ricardo David Flores. Michelle Ann Gassner. Irma Edith Gaitan. Martha A. Lopez. Gabriela Lozano. Rosa Maria Mangiante. Marisa G. Ochoa. Gloria Cecilia Perez. Annabel Ponce. Ricardo Prado. Sarah E. Renaud. Heriberto Reyes. Aisa Lynette Salazar. Luz Cristina Torres Rodriguez. Griselda Trevino. Ivan Turbiates. Adrian Marlissa Villarreal. Danae Villarreal. Evelina Zuniga. The candidates for a Master of Science in Nursing are Sheba Anu George, Edna Araulau Haldian, Andrea Renee Rivera Burciaga, Hayamol Sabu, Lilji Sanil, Susama Thomas. The candidates for a Master of Science in Social Work are Sandra Patricia Cobos Trevino, Virginia de la Cerda, Elda Mendez Montoya, The following are the candidates for degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics. The candidates for a Master of Science are Servando Abad, Gerardo Guadalupe Alvarez, Luis Canales, Fritzy J. Intu, Sima Herdana, The following are the candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering are Ramiro Elizondo, Eugenio Garcia. The candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science are Benjamin Warren Abbott, Jose Carlos Dimas, Jose R. Garza, Joseph Michael Longoria. Graduating magna cum laude, Stephen M. McKay, Jose O. Perales, Raimundo Rivera, The candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering are Abram Aviles, Emmanuel Benitez, graduating cum laude, Armando Castro Jr., James Manuel Dunn, graduating magna cum laude, Paul Indalecio, Remigio R. Menchaca, Edwin Allen Montelongo, Jose Manuel Puente, Armando Sanchez. The candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Manufacturing Engineering are Leslie Adriana Kowalski, Jorge Rodrigo Lera Castellanos, Magdiele Lopez, Mayette Martinez, Marco Zamora. The candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering are Andres Alvarez, David Alberto Avila, Jorge A. Cardoza, David Rodolfo Feria, Carlos Alberto Gomez, Jose Luis Gonzalez, Manuel A. Gutierrez, graduating cum laude, Adam Richard Heim, Jorge Mariscal, Ariel Heriberto Monroy, graduating cum laude, Alma Perez, Mario A. Reyes, Eleazar Ruiz, Daniel Agustin Saldana, Jessica Saldivar, Alexis Montserrat Salinas, graduating summa cum laude, Jose Sanchez III. Heidi and Enid Soto, Jose Luis Trevino, Ambrosio Alejandro Salgado, The following are the candidates for degrees in the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Candidates for a Bachelor of Science are Ariel A. Acuna, Jacqueline Doreen Alvarez, graduating cum laude, Diana Crystal Anzaldúa, graduating cum laude, Maria Ivan Banda, Diana Maricela Bernal, Benjamin Camargo, Thelma Cano, Anel Cantu, graduating cum laude, Adele Louis Castillo, Rebecca Ceballos, Mario Chavez, Eric DeLeon, Arturo J. De Leon. Sonia Delgado. Daniela Alejandra Diaz. Graduating summa cum laude, Laura Celina Elizondo. Graduating magna cum laude, Angelica M. Escamilla. Luis Ricardo Flores. Karina Fraga. Graduating cum laude, Griselda Gaona. Graduating summa cum laude, Lourdes Garcia. Graduating cum laude, Orlando Joel Garcia. Eliamar Garza. Elizabeth Garza. Graduating summa cum laude, Miriam Joaquina Guerrero. Carolyn Guzman. Andy Hernandez. Melissa Herrera. Christine Hassel. Graduating cum laude, Daphne Hassel. Jessica Jones. Tabitha Alejandra Leon. Joseph Christopher Lopez. Graduating cum laude, Marco Antonio Lopez. Vanessa Yvette Martinez. Cynthia Medina. Mark Anthony Mora. Graduating magna cum laude, Mariana Morales. Leah Marie Moya. Crystal Ann Omata. Anahi Elena Perez. Graduating cum laude, Micaela Perez. Alisa Renee Pope. Roxanne Giovanni Rivera. Graduating cum laude, Cynthia Araceli Rodriguez. Ricardo Roman. Graduating cum laude, Joanna N. Ruiz. Graduating cum laude, Victoria Anastasia Salinas. Graduating cum laude, Yasmin Salinas. Jesus Sanchez. Graduating magna cum laude, Amanda Ray Sepulveda. Homer Serna III. Jacqueline Silva. Amber Marie Tarin. Abby S. Thotil. Julissa Yvette Torres. Graduating magna cum laude, Mark E. Vera. Pedro Villalon. Monica Ann Villarreal. Candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing are Rosa Lina Aguirre. Christina R. Alejandro. Stephanie Aranda. Araceli Arellano. Jennifer Arriaga Volsi. Lisa Ann Bocanegra. Marie Lilia Briones. Graduating cum laude, Trinidad Briceño. Angela Liseth Cantu. Christine Rose Capilli. Cesar Castro. Francis D. Castro. Olivia Cavazos. Maribel Chavez. Monica Karina Clark. Ariane M. Cole. Olga Comer. Graduating cum laude, Hazel Ray Dalton. Cassandra Dominguez. Pedro Angel Duran. Graduating cum laude, Janet Jane Escalada. Limburg Ismael Flores Navarro. Linda Flores Perez. Elvia Soraya Gaitan. Edith Galavitz. Monica Celeste Galaz. Yolanda Gallegos. Jessica Galvan. Esmeralda Garcia. Mirta Garcia. Graduating cum laude, Andrea Nicole Garza. Christina M. Garza. Maxie G. Garza. Melissa Garza. Clarissa Gonzalez. Florinda Marlette Gonzalez. Nayeli Alejandra Gonzalez. Graduating cum laude, Christy S. Greenhill. Mark Anthony Guerra. Denise Guevara. Gloria Marie Guillen. Beatrice Isadora Gutierrez. Myra Katie Hubalan. Graduating cum laude, Natalie Ann Hinojosa. Vanessa Luz Hinojosa. Gilberto Hovey III. Sue Lumunga Ikomyi. Mark A. Jones. Nathan Jones. Paul Anthony Jones. Adriana Leal. Gabino Leal. Sandra Lopez. Javier Alejandro Luna. Maria Leonor Magbu. Esmeralda Martinez. Matthew Heath Martinez. Tiffany Marie Masha. Beverly Marcela Molano. Graduating magna cum laude, Celia Montes Garcia. Jose M. Morales. Graduating cum laude, Sarah Diane Moron. Alyssa Joe Ortegon. Joanna Juanita Palma. Pamela Peña. Priscilla Peña. Sylvia Chastity Peña. Graduating magna cum laude, Eric Perez. Graduating magna cum laude, Grecia Pruneda. Yvette Ramirez. Perla Ramirez. Elizabeth Ramos. Leah Marie Rangel. Graduating cum laude, Aubrey L. Rodriguez. Graduating magna cum laude, Carmen Yomara Rodriguez. Juana Maria Rodriguez. Julio C. Roel. Tracy Ann Ruiz. Graduating magna cum laude, Wendy Sines. Cynthia Marie Salazar. Lorena Salazar. Did we get that?
Saldana.
Lorena Saldana. It's my mistake. Michael R. Salceda. Graduating cum laude, Dalia Serrano. Amanda Sotelo. Eunice Trevino. Graduating summa cum laude, Tricia R. Van Cleef. Jennifer Marie Vasquez. Roxanne Vera. Victoria Abigail Viescas. Norma Linda Washington. Graduating summa cum laude, Lori Sue Zambrano. Vasti Yamil Zapata. Araceli Zepeda. Candidates for a Bachelor of Social Work are Jocelyn Ayala. Graduating cum laude, Lorena Paola Cortez. Graduating magna cum laude, Beatriz Adriana Degollado. Graduating cum laude, Blanca Estela Escobar. Graduating magna cum laude, Ofelia Flores. Amanda Garcia. Amanda Garcia. Ina Nicole Garcia. Vanessa Garcia. Xochitl E. Garcia. Cislai Grisela Gomez. Brisida Gonzalez. Aliyah Shanice Grigsby. Melinda Gutierrez. Graduating cum laude, Melinda Ambries Hamill. Graduating magna cum laude, Guadalupe Hernandez. Graduating magna cum laude, Juanita Herrera. Maricela Huerta. Graduating magna cum laude, Nancy S. Lopez. Ashley Nicole Martinez. Etna Medellin. Elma L. Moreno. Graduating magna cum laude, Flor Moreno. Tara Marie Musquez. Stephanie Galvan Olivares. Maribel Pelais. Graduating cum laude, Aquilino Perez Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Jaime Hector Rosas Jr. Priscilla Marie Salazar. Graduating magna cum laude, Anna Karen Sanchez. Graduating cum laude, Elizabeth Silva. Leticia Teran. Graduating magna cum laude, Maribel Luna Tijerina. Graduating cum laude, Sostenes Valdez Jr. Juanita M. Vallejo. Rebecca Vasquez. Veronica Villarreal. Graduating cum laude, Esli A. Borjas. Lauren Partridge. Okay. The following are the candidates for degrees in the College of Science and Mathematics. The candidates for a Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies are Bani Cantu Aguilar, Juan Adrian Morales. The candidates for a Bachelor of Science are Daniela Alejandra Adame Santiago, Crescentia Estrada Alanis, Regina Armas, Hector Arredondo, Brian R. Badillo, Justin E. Bailly, Daniele Barrera, Linda Marie Bustamante, Richard Lee Bustamante. Graduating summa cum laude, Alejandro Cantu, Jose Manuel Cantu, Nadia Noemi Carrion, Mario Ruben Cavazos Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Sergio Cepeda, Jacob Chappell, Josias Cruz, Wilbert Fernando Cruz, Isaac Davis. Graduating magna cum laude, Kayla Liseth de la Garza. Michelle Marie Dominguez. Silvano Rafael Elizondo. Alfredo Fred Esparza. Graduating magna cum laude, Josue Joel Galvan. Carlos Romero Garcia. Edgar Eden Garcia. Liliana Guadalupe Garcia. Sarah Elizabeth Garcia. Leopoldo L. Garza. Nilsa Maria Garza. Roel Garza. Daisy Gomez. Etzna Senicte Gomez. Graduating magna cum laude, Obed Gonzalez Jr. Graduating magna cum laude, Gabriel Gonzalez III. Alyssa May Guerra. Cassandra Guzman. Graduating magna cum laude, Jaime Guzman Jr. Graduating cum laude, Lauren Renee Hernandez. Monica Howell. Mirna Maricela Aguirre. Tedford Lane Jr. Melanie Lerma. Glendora Lopez. Laura Lee Luna Guzman. Paulina Martinez. Claudia Medina. Christopher Joseph Mendiola. Jose Ned Meza. Alberto Montemayor. Samantha Lee Morales. Maria Rebecca Moreno. Yvette Munoz. Homer Eli Olivares. Graduating cum laude, Franklin Ulysses Pacheco. Graduating magna cum laude, Shreya Som Patel. Eric Salvador Patino. Graduating cum laude, Elizabeth Lynn Pollock. Graduating magna cum laude, Allison Nicole Raquet. Graduating magna cum laude, Ariana Ramos. Tomas P. Rangel. Juan A. Riojas. Evelyn Rios. Carlos Alejandro Rivera. Juan Rodriguez. Mireya A. Romero. Lauren Avery Rossi. Yaresi Salinas. Graduating cum laude, Carolyn Ann Sanchez. Cynthia Yvette Santa Ana. Eliza Anne-Mary Sebastian. Marco Antonio Setien. Francisco J. Solis. Nicholas E. Soto. Nita Sharon Thomas, graduating magna cum laude. Graduating cum laude, Oscar Tijerina. Graduating cum laude, Blanca Estela Uyola. Yesenia A. Valdez. Kimberly Rose Izaguirre. We're done? How about that?
Members of the class of 2010, congratulations. You made it. You succeeded. You are here. And you're just about to become alumni. But I want to do something new that I've started doing each session. And that is, I would like everyone in the audience who graduated from UT Pan Am or went to UT Pan Am to please stand and be acknowledged. And everyone on the stage. UT Pan Am is changing the world. We are no longer just a university of first generation. We have the second generation, we have third generation. We are moving forward, and it is with great pride. Right now, it is time to move your tassels from the right side to the left. Not yet, not yet. I get to teach. Hay una razón. There's a reason you move from the right to the left. The left is where the corazón, where the heart is. And when you move your tassel from your right to your left, you are pledging your heart to UT Pan Am, to your alma mater. Please make that move now. The alumni of Pan Am you have heard about, and now you will get to hear from one more of them. The alumni from Pan Am are changing this valley. One of your members, Thomas Iznaga, will now come and address you, and you'll get to see a bit more of your future. Thomas.
Good evening, Mr. President. Leadership, loyalty, lifetime. As Vice President of the University of Texas Pan American Alumni Association, it is a great privilege and honor to induct the class of 2010 into the University of Texas Pan Am Alumni Association family. This is your day. This is a very special day. You and your parents have every right to be both proud and pleased with your accomplishments and with all that today means. You are graduating from an excellent university. Graduating, however, does not mean an end to your relationship with this institution. From this day on, from this day forward, you become an alumnus of this great university. So for now, I challenge you to pass on what you have learned here at UTPA. Stay involved with your university. Stay in touch with your humanity. And above all, always remember to give back. Congratulations on your achievement, and may God continue to bless you. Congratulations.
I know that it felt like a struggle. I know that you felt like you were alone, but you were never alone because you had your comrades with you. But more than anything, you had your families. You had your mothers and your fathers. Los madres y los padres, de pie, por favor. Please stand. You could never have done it without them. And in the Valley, there's another very special group because in the Valley it is about family. Los abuelos y las abuelas, de pie, por favor. The grandparents, please stand. And some of you were married, and some of you had children. Could the husbands and wives and partners and sons and daughters please stand? It is your day too. They are proud of you. We are proud of you. But the people who are most proud of you are the faculty. I have come to know how much the faculty here are dedicated to their students, to the success of their students, to making certain that their students succeed in ways that no one imagined. We have a marvelous faculty. Faculty, would you please stand and be acknowledged by your students? No, faculty, stay standing, please. We're about to end a journey. It is a beginning of another journey, but the faculty will lead the students out one last time. Students, come back. Be the next generation of teachers. Be the next generation that will help. Learn from what these faculty have done. And to everyone here, Feliz Navidad, have a good holiday, and please be well and be happy. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you.